Hey guys, I'm going to do another design show and tell for you today, and if you're new to my channel or maybe you just haven't seen one of these before, it's basically exactly what the name suggests. I'm going to show you a design project that I've worked on and tell you about the thinking behind it. Today I'm going to show you a piece of work that I did at uni, and the brief for this was to create some collateral for an imaginary design conference, and we had to pick who the speakers were and the theme of the conference and things like that, as well as obviously doing the design for it. I did this project in my second year of uni, so it was a long time ago now. Obviously learned and grown a lot since then, so there's a lot I would change if I was to do this again, but at the time it was a pretty awesome project and it was one of my first uni projects that I got a really good mark for, so I'm still pretty proud of it. And the thing we had to design was a booklet for the conference and the A2 poster that wraps around it. So with this project we had to consider what the pieces looked like separately and also what they looked like together like this. My imaginary conference was all about how the graphic design industry was going through a bit of a change and there was a shift in the discipline, so I called it Undisciplined. And I gave it a newspaper aesthetic because all of the articles that I was reading about this shift were all quite dramatic and very sensationalist, so I felt like the drama of newspaper headlines really fit it well. As you already know if you saw my first design show and tell video, where I showed you my honours project, which was a hand-printed newspaper, I do have a slight obsession with the newspaper aesthetic, and I remember back then having so much fun in Photoshop putting in the tears and the folds and the stains and the alignment marks and the CMYK bars down the middle. It was just a really fun project to work on. My favourite part of the project though was definitely the posters. We were only supposed to do one, but I decided that mine really needed to be a set of 3 different headlines, so that's what I went with. Going with the sensationalist news theme, I came up with these 3 headlines that featured a play on words with different design terminology. They're pretty cringeworthy, very cheesy, and maybe if you're not a designer you might not even get them, and that's okay. I think that's why I love them, because a designer might see them and sort of groan and get the joke, which is a pretty lame joke, but if they're hanging up on the street, a member of the general public might see them and just think it was an actual news headline. And since the target audience for the conference was designers, I think that's why it works. This was the first project I really loved doing at uni, and it made me really glad that I'd chosen to do design. If you study design, or maybe if you're currently studying, I'd be really interested to know if you've got a project like that. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and if you'd like to see some more design show and tell, maybe a project that's not 4 years old next time would be good. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!